Hi, welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. Shirt, yeah, they're nice. Today, I want to talk really quick about something that I've been working on a little bit around the house, which is just kind of sprucing up the place a bit, because we rent, and our landlords are fantastic, and I tend to take care of a lot of maintenance things around the house because I really just don't want to be a burden to them. They haven't raised our rent in 5 years, and I want to continue to live here because we've got a fantastic deal on this place. And I try to do some general upkeep and stuff, and just handle it myself. And they often will pick up the material. Sometimes I won't even ask them to, and just kind of maintain things, so I don't have to deal with contractors coming and going or any of that kind of crap. So when we moved into the house, the driveway was painted, and all of the driveways in the take that back. The development has like 65 houses, and everything in phase one, which is where our house is, had a painted driveway of some sort, and they were using like this light red brick color kind of. So our house is about 10 years old, and the paint was chipping, cracking, peeling, here and there, stuff like that. So and the garage doors are wooden, and they were kind of failing too. So I started refinishing those. So for the driveway, I just got all of this painted. Now our driveway is it's pretty big. It's a 3-car garage. Our driveway's 2.5 cars wide at the bottom here, and then it goes to 3 cars wide at the top. I could easily park probably 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 cars in our driveway, so it's a decent size. And what I used for this was a Sherwin-Williams product. It's called Heavy Shield, and Heavy Shield is it's a concrete stain / epoxy. It took me about 4.5 gallons to do the entire driveway up to the around the corner here, and I just kind of butted up with the old, so you can see the old color next to it, which is kind of faded but very similar tint. I just kind of need to wash that off, but I'll be honest with you, it was fairly easy to do. I used my pressure washer just with the normal garden hose, feeding it, not the DI water, and I kind of pressure washed the whole driveway down to the bottom. And then once I got that done, I cleaned up the edges with my blower as best I could, and I just rolled everything out. And I think that it came out pretty good. There is some, there was like some crack fill that happened in those spaces there, and it didn't really coat the same way. So I'm gonna try going over that another time with another coat and see if it cleans up. But there's actually some texture to the driveway there, so it's not great, but all in all, I do like the product. I think it came out pretty good, and it the color pops, and I'm expecting it'll fade a little bit and look kind of like the stuff on the side does. So this is the product, Heavy Shield, water-based solid color concrete and driveway enamel / stain. It doesn't require a sealant. It comes from Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams color that I used was it's called, it's actually a custom color that they made for me off of a bear book that I had. The bear color is called terracotta. I just didn't want to use the bear stain. Stuff's about $45 a gallon on sale right now. So like I said, it took me 4.5 gallons. I have about a half left to do my driveway. And I think that it turned out pretty well, and we'll see how durable it ends up being. I'm out so far in my videos that actually this one won't even be posted for a little while. And then I restained our garage door. This is a wood panel garage door. It was kind of, it was just kind of blistered. It was a mess. So I used for that Minwax product. Let me find that here really quick. It's Minwax. It's a gel stain. So the color is called Aged Oak. It's a nice dark color. It was pretty similar to what was there beforehand. What's cool about this is it doesn't drip, so you don't end up with any runs or anything like that. It's very thick. So I bought a quart to see how I would like it. I did the entire single car garage door with a quart. And then I bought 2 more quarts to do the large garage door. So I can kind of show what that looked like before. Sorry, the door's in the way. Shut the garage door quick. So this is kind of what the garage door looks like to begin with. This is before the paint, and you can see, like, if I rub this with my hand, it just kind of comes off. My hand is brown. So, you know, obviously this was stained, and somebody spray painted the windows black at some point before we were here. So this just kind of is what it is. But so what I did with this door over here is I went over it with a push broom ahead of time and just kind of rubbed off as much of this as I could, and then I applied it with a paintbrush, and I think that it came out pretty good. So, you know, there's the before and there's the after. So I do have this to finish up, but you know, I think that it's going pretty well. So in my, you know, my limited experience with the products, I think I'd recommend them both. The Heavy Shield product went on very well. It's nice and thick. I actually didn't have to use a roller pan, which was kind of nice. I just, you know, I dumped the puddle out in the driveway, and then I kind of rolled it out, dumped the puddle out, rolled it out, dumped the puddle out, rolled it out. And then, you know, over time, I've just kind of gotten through the whole thing. And then, you know, like I said, with the garage door, that I just did with a brush, but I think that it came out pretty good. So, yeah. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me, helps me do lots of things around the house. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. I wanted to provide an update on this video because it's been about 2 months since it was recorded. It'll be a little bit longer until it gets posted, actually. So here's the driveway. It's been done for about 2 months at this point. And it doesn't look bad, but it also doesn't look great. I'm not necessarily happy with this, with the Heavy Shield coating. I'm having issues like that, hot tire pickup, which is, you know, kind of what you would expect from like an epoxy coated floor. I had the problems with that in the garage, which is why I went to Swiss Trax. So there's, you know, there's one there, there's 2 that are right here, there and there. And these are not from aggressive, you know, super soft compound tires. Like, you know, I'm not parking a set of like Michelin Cup 2s here and then, you know, complaining that the stickiness of the tires is peeling off the paint on the concrete. You know, this right there is actually from this Scion. And the Scion has these Michelin Defenders on it, which are like super garbage tires. They have a tread wear rating of 820. So, you know, they're honestly not at all soft. They're not really sticky. They're fairly worn down. And, you know, I got it with left and right, both sides right there. Here's another day where it was parked in a different spot, there and there. These ones aren't as bad, but there's still definitely some here. So I would say that I have a lot of touch-up work to do, you know, after only a couple of months. So, you know, I'm pretty frustrated with it. I think I'm just going to let it go, let it fail a little bit, and then, you know, kind of redo it with something different. You know, I have more spots here, just kind of all over the place. I've got a bunch of failure points, and, you know, I followed all of the directions. I used the muriatic acid to clean the concrete. I scrubbed it out with a brush. I gave it the dry time that they recommended after the muriatic acid. I went over the coating. I didn't park on the driveway or drive on the driveway for 3 days. Like, I did all of the stuff that they tell you to do on the back of the can and followed Sherwin-Williams's recommendations, and I still had problems with it. So I don't necessarily recommend the Heavy Shield product. I will say that the stain for the garage door, though, I do recommend that. It held up really well. It looks good. And I have nothing that I need to do in terms of upkeep on that. It's just been great. So buy that. Don't buy the Heavy Shield. Thank you.